When our parents died in an accident 10 years ago, my little sister, Anna, was only 12. I was 20, barely an adult myself, but from that day forward, I became her brother, guardian, and parent all rolled into one. I worked 2 jobs, gave up college, and did everything I could to make sure she had the childhood she deserved. I cooked, packed lunches, sat through school plays, wiped her tears, and clapped the loudest at every success. People often said, "You're more like her father than her brother." And in many ways I was. By the time she turned 22, she had blossomed into a smart, kind, and beautiful woman. When she met Daniel, her future husband, I was protective at first. But he proved himself. He made her laugh, treated her well, and most importantly, respected the bond Anna and I shared. The day of her wedding was the proudest day of my life. Watching her in her white dress, I realized everything I had sacrificed was worth it. She was radiant, smiling brighter than I'd ever seen her smile. But not everyone saw me that way. At the reception, during the family introductions, Daniel's father, a wealthy, sharp-tongued man, leaned over to me with a smirk. "So, you're the brother who raised her?" "Yes," I said simply. He chuckled, swirling his wine glass. "Strange, isn't it? A boy raising a girl. No wonder she seemed so desperate to get married. Probably needed a real family for once." The words hit me like a slap. I clenched my fists under the table, my chest burning with anger. He didn't stop there. "You did your best, I'm sure," he said condescendingly. "But children need parents, not siblings pretending to be one." "Well, at least she's in proper hands now." I stood slowly, every eye at the table turning toward me. My sister's smile faltered when she saw my expression. I looked directly at her father-in-law and said, loud enough for everyone to hear, "You're right. Children do need parents. And when ours died, I became one. I gave up my youth, my education, my freedom, everything, to make sure my sister had food on her plate and hope in her heart. You see a boy pretending. But what you don't see is the years of sacrifice that made today possible. She's walking down the aisle not because she was desperate, but because she knows what real love and commitment look like. She saw it every day when I chose her over myself." The room went silent. Daniel's father shifted uncomfortably in his seat, clearly not expecting to be called out. My sister's eyes filled with tears, and she stood up, wrapping her arms around me. "This man," she said to everyone in the room, her voice shaking but strong, "is not just my brother. He is the reason I am the woman I am today. And if anyone thinks less of him for what he did, then they don't deserve a seat at this celebration." Applause erupted around the room. Daniel's father shrank into his chair, humiliated. From that moment, no one dared speak poorly of me again. And as I watched my sister dance that night, I finally felt it deep in my bones. I hadn't just raised her. I had given her a chance at the life she deserved. And nothing, not insults, not ignorance, could take that away from me.